They from out here, right?
You guys are literally from out here. Africans don't even want to be funny with you. That's just the difference. Africans is totally separate.
Hold on. Where you from?
I'm from Liberia.
From Liberia. And you trying to tell these people that I'm trying to tell them that they're not African.
They're not.
They are already. I don't know why they don't want to hear.
There was black people already here, but
they want to say.
And it wasn't even Native American, right? It was just dark.
Right.
Here.
They want to say that they I think they love slave boats, bro.
Realize is they migrated.
They love the slave boat. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But tell them again, black people.
Black people is not from Africa.
Say it louder.
Black people is not from Africa.
Black people is not from Africa.
Yeah, and anybody who said they're from Africa, bro, that's some dumb shit. Because Africans don't even fuck with people from here, bro. He will tell you, they are not looking at us like, yeah, you're
Ghost Dog. A lot of these black guys today.
You know, the rappers, they all got names like that. Ice Cube, Q-Tip, Method Man.
It makes me think about Indians. Crazy Horse, Running Bear, Black Elk.
That kind of shit.
Indians, niggas, same thing. Calls them
Jack Forbes. I just can't believe schools aren't teaching this stuff. What a travesty. 100 years later, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. Now, have you ever wondered what that passage meant from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech? I did, and what I found was one of the biggest secrets that's not really a secret at all, except to many African Americans, is they are not descended from Africans. I know, I was shocked too, so much so that I asked Africans, and they agreed African Americans weren't Africans. If you don't believe me, Google Arnaldus Montanus America and see the people he saw in 1671. Read books like The Black...
With the inhabitants, the original indigenous inhabitants of this planet, planet Earth, the original Terrans, are the black people. Not African people, I'm saying the black people. And what came to light, thank you so much, we have been lied, folks. We have been duped, believing that the way that the Africans came over to America was through a ship, through the Atlantic Ocean, okay? And they were brought in from Africa as slaves. They were brought in, from Africa to Haiti and all these other places as slaves. Right? Kind of already knew, but I went to other places as slaves, right? Well, that's completely false. The truth about them, the true indigenous Terrans of this land, is before planet Earth was colonized, the whole planet was ran by the true Terrans, which are the black people, okay, or brown people. Well, I'm part brown, Mexican, I don't even know what you want to call it, but in Mexico, the Olmec head has always baffled me because I thought, wow, the Olmec head, he looks very African. Well, of course. They're the true Terrans of the land. And it's so funny because they have been very oppressed for many, many years. One of the most oppressed races in the world. Why? And why are they, when you think about it, being made fun of, being called slaves, being called all these horrible things? It's because it's going to blow your mind, because a lot of you are not going to believe a lot of this, okay? You're not. Let me try to put everything in order here. Her spirit guide, Francine, told her that planet Earth belongs to the black people. And I knew this back in 2006, and I thought, it belongs to, the Africans, it all originated from Africa. Life originated from Africa. But there's something else they're not telling you. No, it did not just originate in Africa. There were people, the inhabitants, the Terrans of this planet were inhabiting the whole planet, which was Pangea at the time. Okay? To be in a higher position than most on this planet. They are the true Terrans. They are more native than the Native Americans. The Native Americans, which I'm a quarter of, they came from Siberia. I knew that, though. I had an idea they came from Asia because they look too Asian. I'm like, why are they looking so Asian, right? And they're beautiful, too. And they're all beautiful people. Everyone's beautiful, okay? They look so...
But that necessity has been created by a steady stream of white originating argument about claiming that you cannot be Indian if you are also black. Initially, it was not Native people who were making that argument. Whites made that argument in the process of disinheriting Native people in various kinds of ways. And some Native people have had to feel they have had to echo those arguments to achieve any kind of regaining of their birthright.
I guess the way it works is people are so used to seeing what is depicted as an Indian within the movies, the old movies and things. So if you don't look that way, they don't expect you to be Indian. They think you're either black or Hispanic or something else. But most people don't perceive you as an Indian if you don't look like that poster type.
Welcome back to Tokyo to LA. We're here with
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Okay. Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue. Make my legacy continue. Make my